So last time we talked about the difference between true open rates, which sometimes can't be calculated, and what your reports will say.
And this week we'll look at two more examples of these newsletters and how they look in your inbox when images are enabled versus disabled, and how you can possibly increase your open rates.
That's right. Let's take a look.
Now, more than likely, if you're a Lands' End customer, you're most likely expecting Lands' End emails to your inbox. But the first thing you're going to see when you click on a Lands' End email in your inbox is this image here. And obviously, it makes no sense. You don't know what you're looking at. All you do know is that it's a Lands' End email and that it's your last day to save up to 30% for a spring apparel. And if you're not really interested in spring apparel, if you're not thinking that way, if you're not out of the winter doldrums yet, then you're not likely going to click to enable images and actually read this message. What Lands' End intended you to see, however, is this. Very vibrant, very aesthetically pleasing, really interesting, and somebody who is in tune to spring shopping is going to be clicking through this for sure.
That's right. So what it means is that if you don't have images enabled, or if you don't have Lands' End message on your Safe Senders list, and you see this, you're not tuned in, you might just hit delete. So Lands' End is expecting customers to have their images enabled, which might be a little risky in order for them to just see this. Now this image must have taken a long time to produce. It was clearly done by a designer. It looks very good. What it also might mean is that Lands' End could be getting a lot of people hitting the delete key because they just saw this versus this. Mint is a website that allows people to track their financials. Here's a message they sent about being over budget for movies and DVDs. You can see all the information very quickly. It shows you that your budget was $11, you actually spent $16. This is what they intended you to see, and it's got a much more aesthetically pleasing look to it. It's got a call to action, that login button. But you really can get most of the information from here. However, the other extraneous material is a bit distracting.
Right, and of course, and so if you did want to see, if you wanted to be able to focus on just the message itself and not be distracted by all the red X's, most people might actually try to enable images just so they can ignore those red X's and do that. One other interesting point is that they have said at the bottom of this message, get back on track by updating your budgets or creating new ones. And the only way you can do that, if you wanted to update your budgets, is to actually enable images, and then you can see the call to action and go to log in now.
So this message, it's kind of borderline. We don't know whether a lot of people will enable images or not. Very different than the Lands' End one, which you really had to see and missed out on opportunities if you didn't enable images.
So we hope these videos have helped shed some light on how your images and how your messages look in the inbox when images are disabled versus enabled.
That's right, and hopefully you take this information and improve your email campaign response rates. See you next time.